It's 7:30 a.m. and I really don't want to be awake right now, but I have to be to go to work, so that's kind of a no-brainer, I guess. Also, Will Smith slapped out of Chris Rock last night. Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab some coffee. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I never thought that something I would have to deal with in my lifetime is calculating the optics of like an on-stage live television assault. Never thought that would happen. Never thought that would be a thing, especially on the Oscars. These are unprecedented times, and alas, here we are. What's my opinion on it? I don't really know. I don't think I have enough information, to be honest. From what it sounds like, it does sound like there's a lot of hurt and difficulty and struggle kind of going on behind the scenes. However, like on live TV, you know, like I don't know if that's the move, but I don't know. Sometimes, like, we're all human, we're all fallible. I don't know. Having said that, though, I did wake up to the news that apparently... Sorry, I had more coffee. I'm still so tired. Having said that, though, I did wake up to the news, at least from one news source, and I use that term loosely, that apparently Chris Rock will not be pressing charges, which, you know, like, good for him, I guess. I don't know. So, yesterday's news being said... hi, my name's Soul. I just kind of wanted a place to put my thoughts and to create things daily and to make a sort of, the best way I can describe this is that I want this to kind of be like a checkpoint for me throughout my days, rather. Very, very simply put, I've just been starved to make like more and more and more things that I think are cool. And some of the things I think are really cool are like shows that people can tune into and like daily videos that people can tune into that kind of align their day. Like growing up, that was really anchoring for me in terms of like having something to go back to each day. And because I like consuming that so much, I want to make something similar. But instead of making it like I'm gonna walk around with a camera, or I'm going to like do crazy adventurous things, which I'm sure would be much more exciting to watch. The best way that I could think to kind of rectify my lifestyle with something that happens daily is by putting a camera in a single place, just like an anchored physical space, and then just kind of like checking in with it throughout the day. I kind of want this to be like consistent, and I kind of want this to be like a thing that stays the same. Like it doesn't matter where I go or like what I end up doing or like how, like even if like I rise through like the rungs of the echelon ladder, like I don't want this to change. And I feel like that's important because I think that grounding is super important. And it's not that I think that I'm going to be like some super successful guy. I don't necessarily think that I want to be, but I more so want just to do the things that I like doing. And I think if I do the things that I like doing well, I think I will be successful. But I also think that I need to learn right now, and hopefully contiguously through the rest of my life, that popularity and fame is not necessarily the other side of the coin of success. And I feel like I can really have a sense of triumph and feel like I've led a successful and a happy life without necessarily having like a high follower count, or without necessarily having like the clicks or the subscriptions, you know, or the follows. And so that's what this is. This is like my way of grounding. This is my way of saying like, this is just a dude talking to camera. And regardless of what my life looks like, regardless of what I look like in years to come, I want this to stay consistent. So that's kind of my narrative. That's kind of my thinking with this, and it's going to be very personal. Like, this is super honest. I'm going to talk about things that I'm going to talk about things that I struggle with. I'm going to talk about things that I like think about daily. I'm going to talk about things that I'm afraid of. I have like consistent nightmares about things that stress me out, and like I'll talk about those, and I'll talk about like why they affect me the way they do, and like how that kind of relates to my history and my backstory. I want to get very personal with you, and I want it to be the kind of thing that people can look to, not for like, oh man, I wish I was living that life, but from a standpoint of like, oh man, I get that. I actually understand that, because we're all the same. Like we all may be different in our aspirations and our uniquenesses and our talents and our skill sets, but like at the end of the day, we still have a lot of the same fears and a lot of the same mindsets too. Like oftentimes our perspectives slip into sort of the most basest of perspectives when it comes to like, especially like being stressed and being afraid of things, and like we're all very similar in that regard. And so that's kind of my thing with this, is like I want to give people a look into just a life, and it doesn't matter like where I end up going, it doesn't matter like what I look like, I'm still the same person. The idea is a vignette into my life, and I want you to be a part of that. I'm going to record every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Every work week I'm going to record. And then the next day I'm going to upload that video. The upload schedule for this show is Tuesday through Saturday, but it's recorded on Monday through Friday. It's confusing, I'm sorry. But look at it this way, you have Sundays and Mondays off. You don't get to see my face on Sundays and Mondays, but you do get to see my face Tuesdays through Saturdays, because that's my Monday through Friday. This already sucks.